Hello and welcome to Purchase Pulse. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Joining us on set today, Purchase contributor and Purchase College junior, my good friend, Jamie Roderick. Also, joining us later in the show, you've seen her around campus and at the Purchase LGBTQU club meetings and at the 4 Awesome RA desk. Purchase senior Lauren Doty will be stopping by Studio One to shed some light on a cornucopia of issues, from the GOP primaries to how many more letters we could fit in the LGBTQU club name. Back on set, though, also joining me, the ever-ravaging and enchanting Purchase College junior, journalism major, and my co-host, Carly Edith Smith. Hello, hello. But not just, I am also the ginger, but not just the ginger. Purchase College journalism student and Purchase Pulse co-host, I'm Kyle McKenzie. Welcome into our first broadcast of our show, a program we hope that will inform, entertain, keep you up to date, and give you a laugh every now and then. No, we are not your late local news, but instead a break from reality with a shot of fun. We hope you ate your Wheaties and will join us for the ride. Welcome in all. How we doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Jamie Lee, you doing okay over there?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Let's start right in here with the topic one, Arizona-Michigan primaries.
Yes.
Jamie, how late did you stay up last night watching this?
I got both the results, and once I heard that Romney had taken both, I sort of
Now,
I couldn't sit through the Santorum victory, sorry, not victory,
Ouch.
the Santorum speech after he found out he lost.
it's funny you say that. There it goes. It's funny you say that because watching it, I'm sitting down, I'm watching another competing network, MSNBC, on the television, and I'm watching Santorum come out, and it's like he's giving a victory speech. They got the music.
Exactly, and that's why I made the mistake in saying it, because it's not about conceding the loss. It's about sort of where are we going from here, and he's got a lot of ground to catch up going into Super Tuesday.
Well, that's why, just backing up to the primaries, I'm watching this, and he's coming on, and no news outlet had called the primary, the Michigan primary, for Romney, or excuse me, for Santorum yet, but he comes out and is like parading his victory dance. Yeah. And then I'm watching it, though, as he's giving a speech. What happens is that they come through with a breaking news, little slug, saying that the race had been called for Romney.
Yeah.
So I was like, did anyone tell Santorum this?
Well, this is the attitude they're going to take going into next week, and I think next week is going to be very telling. We are seeing the Republican Party start to back the guy that they think can beat Obama, and this is, happens every election cycle, and that's what the direction we're now heading as we go into Super Tuesday.
Now, Carly, do you think that going forward Romney can win in a general election against Obama, or?
I mean, it's kind of too early to say right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't really seen Obama do any kind of campaigning yet. If I saw more of that, I could probably give a better input. But so far, mainly it's the GOP right now, and Obama is still kind of, in the back burner doing his president thing.
Well, right on the front page of the New York Times, I don't know what shot we're going for here, but we have Romney on the front page, and every day it's looking like he's going to be more and more become the GOP candidate in the general.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he'll be the GOP candidate in the general, but it's
his beautiful face there.
I have to say, I don't think he's going to have a chance against Obama.
You don't?
I mean, for a lot of reasons. I think the Republican base doesn't like him. There's general disgust with him within his own party, within independents, and certainly in the Democratic Party. But there also, Obama is going to have double the money he has. It looks like, this super PAC thing is just going to turn that election into actually an election for Obama, because it looks like he'll have double the money.
Yeah, I just saw a statistic at what it was, $15 million Romney had in his stash, and $76 million Obama had.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Now, I have another question for you. Let me play this clip, and we'll talk to you on the other side real quick of it. But it's, let me set this up real quick. It's Santorum, speaking recently, just a few days ago, and this is what he had to say.
Obama once said he wants everybody in America to go to college. What a snob.
And they applaud him.
And they applaud.
Let's go back out for a minute. Let me hold up that. Obama is a snob because he wants
All of us.
all of us to go to college. Carly, is that? What do you think about that? What's going on?
I guess.
Are you
I
a
mean,
snob? We're
I
all
clearly,
snobs
I
here.
guess we're all snobs here, and that's a little. I couldn't believe
Even
he
Laura
said
over
that.
there. You're a snob, okay?
I mean, Santorum has said some things that just like irritates me.
You should have heard what she was saying before we got on this set.
I mean, how he talks about gays in the military and compares them to black people, and what he said about his, his home life, and
Yeah,
like
did this
that's
do
fine.
in?
This basically
Yeah.
ended any chance of him becoming
think?
absolutely. When you're saying to get an education is a snobby thing, like what is that? I mean, being educated is not a bad
Yeah.
thing, and when you're educated, you're going to vote for educated people. So the way he said that is just so offensive. Like, who are
That'll
you?
be a soundbite.
You know,
Do you think this soundbite caused Santorum to lose? Because
I
Santorum
don't
has
know.
been gaining ground.
I don't know if it caused him to lose, but the GOP, this whole idea of the American dream, that's what they really cling to, and your opportunity to rise up and not being taxed when you eventually become that multimillionaire.
Who are you affirming, Jamie?
Part of that American dream is getting your kids to go to college. That is the first step to anyone's American dream, the idea of their kids going to college. So I think that comment did not resonate in his own
Can
party.
I just say something too? Santorum's got not one, not two, but 3 degrees. He's got 3 degrees. Come on. I
Well,
mean,
he was trying to preach to that crowd. He was talking to a
Well, then
crowd
he
of Tea
stuck up.
Parters.
well, and then just like Romney though goes to the Daytona 500 to try to say that he's been an avid NASCAR fan. Now I'm just saying, like, it didn't look like that he was an avid NASCAR fan. Stephanie, interpret what you want, okay? She's giving us a look over there. Anywho, though, so let's move on real quick. I want to talk about an article I just recently read in the AP. You got it, Carly, right?
Yes.
Should presidents apologize? And it talked about the Koran, the burning of the Koran by the soldiers by accident. And the premise of the article was what should they apologize to presidents? I personally, well, Jamie, let's get Jamie's input first.
I think there's a big distinction here between an apology and taking responsibility.
Yeah.
And to me, an apology means very little because they're thrown around, and it's almost a default that certain politicians have to do in certain situations. And the burning of Korans was by far not a tactful move.
But it wasn't Obama that did it.
It wasn't Obama, so he shouldn't necessarily take responsibility, but
Well, you don't think he should take responsibility?
I don't think he should take responsibility for this happening, but there are other things that you see presidents' actions happen, and they need to take responsibility instead of just apologizing. I mean, the article talks about Katrina and not getting an apology from Bush,
Yes.
which I don't want an apology from him. I want him to say, I screwed up.
Okay.
And that means more to me.
So accountability.
Yes.
Carly, what are you thinking about this? Do you think presidents should apologize? I mean,
reading this article, I don't know. It depends, and like he said, there's a difference between saying I'm sorry and being responsible for things. I'm saying I'm sorry all the time doesn't mean it means much. A lot of people do, but when you actually say like I really messed this one up, like that says so much more. And it's so funny because this article actually says that the one significant, well, not one significant, but a big thing that America is known for that we screwed up on was slavery, and no president has ever taken responsibility for that. The fact that we imported millions of slaves, like that, I mean, to me is kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so bombings happen here and there, and, president's like, I'm sorry, but the one catastrophic, kind of a big thing that we've ever done, to uprooting an entire culture and bringing them here and oppressing them, no one's ever said, I'm sorry.
do you think presidents are above apologizing, though?
No.
And when I mean
Never.
apologize, I mean holding themselves accountable and a sincere apology, which I think you don't think
They're not
above
gods. They're just human beings.
it. Spoken like a true
and I agree.
Baptist.
And you see some politicians do it. In the one of the politicians who I didn't disagree, I did disagree with him on a lot of things, but I had a lot of respect for him because he always seemed to take responsibility in his first 2 terms, was Bloomberg.
Okay.
Bloomberg,
Mike Bloomberg
when there was issues in New York, he would say, I'm sorry this happened.
Yep.
This is why it happened.
Case
this
in
is
point,
my fault.
Snowstorm. 2011 snowstorm.
That's a great example. I remember there was a fire.
Yeah.
A fire that he had no direct correlation with, but there was issues. There was communication problems. He said, I'm sorry, this is under my system. I'm taking responsibility for it, and this is what we're going to do to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Okay, cool. Coming up, Purchase College co-president of the LGBTQU Club, Lauren Doty, joins us in the conversation. Stay with us. You're watching Purchase Pulse, only on PTV.
Welcome back to Purchase Pulse. It's 8 minutes past the hour. Joining us on set, Purchase College senior Lauren Doty. Let me list all of her credentials because it's a lot. She is co-president of LGBTQU, senator of Fort Awesome, resident assistant, and a triple major of political science, economics, and gender studies. Jesus, girl, you got a run for our money over here.
Welcome in, Lauren Doty. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Kyle?
Thanks for coming on today.
Anytime.
You have met Carly before, right? She lives just down the hall from me. She's my RA, actually.
Wow.
So full disclosure here. Full disclosure. Thanks for coming on, though.
You're very
appreciate
welcome.
it. So let's get right down to it. Today we're talking about state of gay marriage in the United States. And it's always a controversial issue. There's always, people are always complaining or advocating or whatnot. But real quick, the latest result that I found out controversy was in New Jersey with Chris Christie, the governor.
Yes.
Chris Christie is coming. He's coming.
Yep.
Now the issue is that passed through their legislature. Senate. Now it was sent to the executive branch.
Yes.
Chris Christie's governor there, and he vetoes it.
He did.
What's up with it? I know.
Well,
people
he
from
said
Jersey
he was
that
going to do it ahead of time. Like ahead of time, he said if it passed, he was going to repeal it, which he did. So it was unsurprising, was disappointing, but no one was really surprised that it happened.
What is his motive? Even if
I don't know, petty homophobia. I don't know. Let's be real. I mean, he's a Republican, and he obviously isn't all for civil rights. So, I mean, if he was pro civil rights, like he says he is, he would have not repealed that.
Absolutely. Do you think this will come back up and that'll cave to pressure, or do you think he's...
I don't think that if it passes again through the House and the Senate of New Jersey that he'll pass it. I think that they're probably going to have to wait it out till they have a new governor.
No, Girlie, what do you know about Jersey? Anything?
Besides that they're terrible drivers, I really don't concern myself with Jersey.
Oh, okay. Well, I love all you Jerseyans out there. Now, I would think being so close to Manhattan, it would be a primarily liberal state.
Well, I mean, it seems to be so. I mean, the people that are directly representing the people of New Jersey passed gay marriage. It's not the people of New Jersey, it's exclusively Chris Christie. I mean, obviously there are people who aren't pro-gay marriage in New Jersey, but overwhelmingly so, like the people that are representing the constituents are for gay marriage. It's just this one guy.
Pass over the 2012 election on to 2016, way in the future. Chris Christie, he's a leading candidate to run. Do you think that what he did last week, vetoing gay marriage in Jersey, is going to affect him in the presidential if he decides to run in 2016? I
mean, 2016 is a long way from now. I mean, who knows what the state of gay marriage is going to be on a federal level at that point. I mean, so it depends. I mean, it depends on a lot of things. It's quite a ways away.
But do you think that this issue, the fact that he vetoed it, I mean, I personally believe gay marriage is becoming more received and recepted by the community, the nation. And do you think that if he were to run, that would hurt him, this veto?
I would like to hope so. Yeah, but I mean, I would hope it would hurt him long term.
Well, it's not all bad news.
No, thank God.
You know what I'm saying? It's not all bad news, Carly, because it just passed in Maryland.
It did.
The great state of Maryland.
It did.
It just passed. So I think, what trend do you think that show? I mean,
state by state, we're one by one, we're like getting some more civil rights as we go. Let's be real. Or human rights. Let's call them human rights.
Okay,
let's be real.
Absolutely.
Call a spade a spade. We like to do here on the Pulse.
I mean, state by state, we're gaining these rights. But I mean, it's an important issue. But I think that a lot of times gay marriage overshadows things that may or may not be more important to the queer community.
I want to touch real quick because the other day I'm reading the Post. Okay, don't judge me, Laura. But anyway, I'm reading the New York Post, and if you see the headline here, Cam Kid in gay shock, and this talks about Tyler Clementi case, and you just had this student, Molly Wee. How do you pronounce it? Ravi?
It's Y, actually.
Y. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Thank you. But anyways, she just testified on the stand, and paraphrasing is the fact that she didn't feel that Ravi was as malicious as he was. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think?
I mean, this is such a touchy issue. I remember back when it happened, we had a vigil on campus, and it was, I mean, it seemed to be extremely malicious. Like, he hacked into his roommate's computer and watched him have gay sex and then posted on the internet. Like, I don't think that there's any other way that we can interpret what happened there.
Okay. Well, do you think this issue, do you think this is raising awareness for it? Do you think that
I think it's raising awareness. I think that...
Lemons into lemonade in a sense?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's an important issue. I think that, I mean, bullying is an issue, and cyberbullying is an issue that obviously needs to be addressed, and this is a horrible crime. So I think that it's good that it's in the media.
Awesome. Well, before we let you go, we got to talk about Carly's favorite club.
Yes.
The LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask a question. I'm in the hot conversation. How many letters can we stick in this thing?
So many more. We could put in all of the letters.
From what I understand, there was no Q there.
When I was a freshman, there was not a Q.
No, that was a
no
new
Q.
thing.
What
That was
does
last
that-
spring.
And what was the
Q
reason?
is for queer.
Okay.
Queer.
No,
Queer.
I thought queer was a derogatory term.
No, it's been slowly reclaimed
Our
over the
director's
last
beeping
15
us out
years.
as we're talking. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, queer is like a valid. Queer is my sexual identity. It's also my gender identity, and so it's also becoming more of an umbrella term. I mean, yes, queer is a very loaded term. It's something that people don't always identify with, but it's also an identity that people are claiming. So it's one that we felt was really important to include in our name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very cool. Very cool.
Okay.
Last but not least, I just want to say, how's the club going? Do you want to do a shameless
Going really
plug?
well. Yeah, I would
It's
love
going
to.
well?
Our meeting
Okay.
is our meetings are Wednesday night at 10.
Where are they?
In the Red Room.
Okay.
In the
Student
Red
services,
Room.
right?
Yeah, in student services. We also have two subgroups: Complexuality Tuesdays at 10 in the LGBTQ room, and Transaction, the gender advocacy group,
Okay.
Thursdays at 10 in the LGBTQ room in the Hub basement.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, Lauren,
Thank
we
you,
got to
Kyle.
leave it there.
Thank
Thank you. Lauren, thank you again. Be sure to come on our program if you would
Sure.
again. We'll be back with more talk, but first, this is Purchase Pulse only on BTV. Minutes after the hour, now not here at the table, Mr. Michael Lintastic Moore, who's instead making boats load of money at the Moore store.
I know, right? I can't believe you
We
missed
give
out
that
on
boy
this.
his own segment, and he won't even show up.
I'm disappointed. I'm really
We had to pull
disappointed.
him off the streets to operate these cameras, you know, because
Yeah.
no one here.
Well, luckily, I know a thing or two about sports.
Thank God. What's
So,
cooking with that?
We're just going to talk a little bit about basketball. Let's start first with the NBA. There was the All-Star game, East versus West, the two conferences.
This is national or purchase? Or?
This is national. This is the NBA, the big leagues.
Okay.
So the
What
West
that
won
means?
152, 149. Kevin Durant was MVP with 36 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. There's a little quarrel between Kobe and LeBron.
Over what? One swart the other, or
From
what happened?
I understand, LeBron had the ball. He was going to shoot, but he didn't shoot. He threw it away. And Kobe yelled at him. He said, "Shoot the effing ball," verbatim.
Whoa, Tom, bleep
Verbatim.
that out, please.
Yeah,
My
seriously.
word.
So it's a little heated, but I think LeBron's a little jealous that
We have s-
Kobe has rings and he doesn't.
We have standards on this court. I don't know about that court. Well, except for
Men's
Isaac.
basketball, the purchase kind. Our boys lost, guys. Our boys lost. 83-64 to Farmingdale State University.
Say it ain't so.
I mean, college, excuse me, university. They wish. Yeah, it ends. It ends our three-peat. We actually won last year, back-to-back championships.
So the purchase actually made it to the highlight or the playoffs or whatever you call it?
We surprisingly went to the playoffs. There was not a lot of hype for our team this year, considering there was only one returning player.
Jamie, what's an athlete on purchase?
Well,
What is
but-
an athlete on purchase?
Oh, that
nonetheless,
hurts.
nonetheless,
Isaac, Michael,
nonetheless,
we're kidding.
congratulations to the guys that made it that far.
Absolutely. We got to talk
Yes.
about one thing too. Michael, even though he's not here, did ship over to us via his assistant our wonderful
It's a market
Moore
pantry
Store water bottle. Now, Jamie, I know your mind's feeling. Tell us what's going on.
Oh, I find it funny that, the Moore Store item of the day is a water bottle, and, certainly I am all for let's get rid of water bottles on the Purchase campus. Let's stop.
What about
stop.
this cup? This too?
Well,
That's what I thought.
You're at least putting a product into a cup that's not something you can just go to a faucet and get. We're taking water from these
Yeah.
communities in Maine and other parts of the country just for our use and really hurting their
Yeah, but the
communities.
here tastes like mushrooms. I'm gonna be honest with
What
you.
do you taste? Wait, oh, like at school.
At school,
I'm
it
just
tastes
saying, I don't want to be
disgusting.
drinking out of the humanities sink
Oh,
drinking
well.
fountain. Neither does Tara George either. You know what I'm saying?
That's better for you anyway.
It's bad for you anyways. Well, we gotta leave it there. Thank you. Okay?
All right.
We'll be back, but first, this is Purchase Pulse on PTV.
Back now, and we're well past the halfway point, and our
That's for
executive
sure.
producer, Isaac Gary Feldman, looks
Gary.
like he's about to fall off his rocker. All right, how you
Gary,
doing?
You doing okay over there? Did you eat your Wheaties this morning?
No, I did not, and I'm running on some low fuel in the gas tank. Low fuel.
Low fuel.
Come on, this isn't, your talk. This isn't, your counseling session. This is a show we're doing.
Well, you guys are doing great.
Your problems with Cece can be outside the studio. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Not up in here.
You know what I'm saying, Carly?
She drugged me that night for the last
Oh
time.
my Jesus. Okay, well, anywho, should presidents apologize? But going back to our first segment, the A block, should they? Are they above apologizing to anyone?
No,
No?
I don't. You gotta stand strong. The country wants a strong leader. Obama's shown that he's getting a lot done.
So, but should he apologize?
No,
He should never apologize.
never.
Oh,
Men.
we
That's what the
Men,
speakers and the
all
script
of
writers
you.
are
we
for.
have anyone come on this show. Who does our booking?
Yeah. What's
Who
going
does
on
our
here?
Cronin? You do the booking on this place. We need better guests. Anyway, I'm just joking. You do
But
an
you
awesome
guys
job.
are great.
Are we doing okay?
I mean, you're like really screwing up your time cues, but you're doing great.
you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Speaking of screwing
You
up
guys
the
are
time cue,
sweating like dogs in the summer.
are we? It's a little hot in here.
It is.
Life is good though.
Life is great.
Okay. Well, with
Alright.
that, we gotta cut you off. This guy wants all the glory.
I know, he really does.
Okay.
This is our show.
That's right. Hello. Keep it right here because you're watching Purchase Pulse only
on PTV. Look at that beautiful shot of the Purchase College Library. Now pulling up a seat at the table, Design Technology Program sophomore Nathan Avakian. Nice save. After the February 13th first preview of the Broadway play Death of a Salesman was canceled due to an illness in the cast, aka Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Cough, cough.
Avakian and a handful of other Purchase Design Tech students who were supposed to attend the performance decided to turn lemons into lemonade as they create a spoof of the surprise cancellation. Let's take a look.
Are you gonna zoom out from that shot or slow zoom out? Ooh.
I don't know what else to do. There's nothing to do.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Drama.
Beautiful. My blood pressure went up a couple points. Nathan, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on.
Well, thank you.
So, what was your role in this? Who is this crazy
Well,
guy? I've
this-
never seen him in my life.
That crazy guy is Alex Wittenberg.
Okay, he's in the DT program.
He's
or?
in the yes, same
Okay.
program as I am. We were actually the two of us were at Jamie Roderick's apartment, and
crazy kook.
when we got the word that this performance had been canceled, and we were kind of bummed. There were a bunch of Purchase students who were going to go into the city and see the show that night.
Because that was the first preview. Can I see the
Right.
playbill for a
Yes,
second?
yeah, here's the
Okay,
playbill.
let me see. Let's hold this up for a minute. So it's Death of a Salesman. Do you know what that is, Carly? It's a
Arthur
play.
Miller. I'm well aware.
I'm sorry, Carly's a little sheltered, and we got to get her out once in a while. So you guys are going to go see the first preview of this?
Yes.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman got sick, the main star, or
Yes.
what happened? Yeah.
Yeah, well, he got ill, and they had to cancel that one preview.
That all you
And
guys are going to go to.
We all had comp tickets to see it. So, and we've all been really looking forward to that show for a long
Yeah.
time. So.
And then, so what happened? You guys decided to make this video because of it, or what was
Yeah,
it?
well, we were all kind of thinking, what else could we do today? There's not much to do on a Monday night. And I think it was Alex who said to me, well, you want to make a movie about it? And I was like, sure.
How did it go, though? How was the making of this? Because I watched the whole 6 minutes of this as I was getting the makeup done earlier, and it was a great film. It was a great feature you guys did. So what was it like putting it together?
It was lots of fun.
You experienced like making films and whatnot, or?
A little bit. We've all, I think, to some extent, done a
Yeah.
little filmmaking work, but obviously it isn't our focus here. But no, we just, took a few hours and jotted down some ideas, and then got a few of the other design tech kids who just happened to be working in the studio to play along. It really just started out as an inside joke.
Okay.
It's supposed to kind of just be a parody of the show.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of inside jokes from the DT department and from the show, if you're familiar with Death of a
Absolutely.
Salesman.
Now, Carly, I was at my internship that day, way off in La La Land, and I'm on my phone, and I keep seeing, like, I'm on the Twitter and Facebook, and I'm seeing
Yeah.
people, like, what is the thing?
Retweet?
Retweet.
Yes.
They're posting it again. And then I saw the SUNY Purchase. The SUNY Purchase Facebook had, they, like, posted it on their page. So what happened? It kind of went virally, mini viral,
I guess you could say
essentially.
that, yeah. Well,
and then something happened after, or?
Well, we posted it on YouTube,
Yeah.
and literally about an hour after I did that, I got an email from the associate lighting designer on Broadway saying that they had just watched it at the theater and thought it was hilarious.
Really?
I was like, wow. And so, yeah, I think by this point, most of the production team on the show on Broadway has actually seen it.
Has Philip Seymour Hoffman?
I think so. Rumor has it he's seen it.
Really?
I
And
know
he liked
that
it?
the production team has.
Wow.
I haven't heard back. But
That's
I
awesome.
hope
That is
so.
great. No, this is so cool. Definitely, definitely. I can't thank you enough for coming on. So, Isaac, we need to get him on the show more often to help out with our stuff,
Yeah.
okay?
We'll try.
I wish you would help. Isaac says we'll try. We got to do anything nowadays. So where are you guys going from here? Is it still being like talked about and anything?
Oh,
or
it's
kind of
kind
rested?
of died down a little bit. I mean, it was just kind of a,
Yeah.
a funny thing in the moment.
Now, you
so-
guys, you wanting to become theater professional, semi-professional, coming to that, do you think, has this helped set up any networking at all? Or
This film?
at least some exposure?
You never know. It's really funny the way it works out, but it's an amazing show.
Nathan
Everyone should see
Avankia,
it.
go see it. Death of a Salesman
Yes,
at the
do.
Ethel Barrymore Theater.
Now we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Kyle's going to put myself and Alex Wittenberg in a head-to-head matchup to test our knowledge about current events ranging from politics, entertainment to purchase.
God help
Keep
us.
it right here. You're watching Purchase Pulse only on PTV.
Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you.
Thanks for sticking with us. We're going to play a game called You Knew, where we pin our very own Carly up against our guest, Mr. Alex Wittenberg, made famous due to Death of a Designer video.
Indeed, yeah.
How are you doing today? Thanks for joining us.
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
So real quick, let's just, because we didn't get a chance to talk with you and Nathan together, this is you. You made your, is this your acting debut?
No, but I wouldn't consider this legitimate acting.
Oh. Well, it was close. It was
Right,
close.
right, yeah. High school, I did a lot of acting before I switched over to the design side of things.
Okay, awesome. So
Yeah.
this is great. And it went viral. And are you happy how the turnout?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I loved it. Well, let's get right down to it. I have a handy dandy set of questions that neither one knows. Okay,
Lies.
neither of them knows what these questions are going to be. So let's start real quick. We'll start with the lady because she's the lady.
Okay.
She doesn't know either. Okay,
Lies.
real quick. What is number one? What is the longest running Broadway show?
Phantom of the Opera.
Whoa, Carly! Ding, ding, ding. Let me get my handy dandy little scorekeeper here.
yeah.
Okay. Number two. That was good. Number two, Mr. Wittenberg. What is the complete address, or what is the address of NBC News World Headquarters?
30 Rock, right? 30 Rockefeller Center.
Okay, we'll
New
give
York,
it to
New
you. We'll
York.
give it to you. Okay. Rockefeller Plaza. But we'll
Rockefeller
give it
Plaza,
to you.
right.
Isaac, come on, be nice. We'll give it to him.
Come on.
Isaac's giving me a bad look. Okay, let's keep this going. Number three, Carly. Which movie won Best Picture at the 2012 Oscars?
Oh, come on. The Artist.
That's incorrect. That's correct. Okay, okay,
Why
you got it.
And a great movie it is.
Was it a good movie? I didn't see
It was
Excellent.
good.
You saw it?
Yeah, but honestly, for an American audience, it didn't make a lot of splash. Only like 8 people went to go see it.
I'm looking forward to going and seeing Titanic in 3D. You know what I'm saying? So, anyhow, okay, Alex.
Yes.
On the periodic table, what is the symbol for iron?
Iron.
Oh,
Iron.
this, I
No,
know
it's
this.
not O.
I know.
That's oxygen.
Geez,
Can I steal?
I guess I need to brush up on my science.
Okay. Oh, that's just okay. Carly can't steal. I'll give it to you. What is it though?
It's FE.
You saw.
FE.
No, I didn't.
Okay, that's okay.
I
It's
got
coming
A
back
in
to me now.
chemistry.
It's all coming back.
Got an A
Okay,
in
also,
chemistry.
number 5.
Okay.
This man is the only non-president to be featured on a piece of U.S. currency.
Benjamin Franklin.
That is one. Do you know who the other is?
Oh, Ulysses S.
So I guess he's not the only.
Ulysses S. Grant was the president.
Anyone know? Anyone know?
No.
Alexander Hamilton. Hello, U.S. Treasury. Okay, number 6. Who
Don't
makes the
hello
best
me.
sandwiches at the Hub?
Cesar.
I have that on this sheet. Oh. This
Although
guy's
the
kitchen-
lady at Mama Leone's who makes the meatball grinders.
Those
is
are pretty good.
Excellent.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Our EP likes that. Number 7. The 2000 election put these two people up against each other, vying for the position of President of the United States. Who were they?
George Bush, John Kerry.
That is incorrect. Would you like to steal?
George Bush. Yeah, this is 2000.
2000.
Okay,
This was a
2000.
long time ago.
This was before you were born. Was this before you were born?
I was 10.
You had your Sweet 16 like yesterday. So.
So George W. Bush
Okay.
and
Jamie's flipping out. I know he knows
yeah.
this.
Why don't I know this? I gotta backtrack.
That is incorrect. What's that?
Oh, I know.
Yes, Al Gore.
Al
Jamie
Gore.
Twister right
I
here.
was
Al
gonna
Gore.
say.
Okay,
God.
well, you're both okay.
That was an inconvenient question. Okay.
An inconvenient
It's an
truth.
inconvenient truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8. This driver won the 2012 Daytona 500.
It's not the important guy, and Danica Patrick crashed, so I
That
don't
is
know.
wrong. Real quick. Last
it
week,
was.
celebrity Zac Efron dropped this on the red carpet. What was it?
I don't know what Zac Efron dropped. I know Sacha Baron Cohen dropped Kim Jong Il's.
We'll give it to you. We'll give it
urn.
to you. This
What?
and that is 3. Okay.
tied.
We're tied. I know. Okay, we'll have one last question. This is a tiebreaker. Okay.
All right.
This person, and this you have to say ding. Whoever says when I say the complete question. This person is the director of the Purchase Conservatory of Music. Anyone know? Anyone know? Who is it? Come on, camera woman. Anyone know? Anyone know? Oh, you won it, Alex. You were right. Suzanne Farron. Suzanne's got it. You
We're
can see our
tied.
No, no,
guest
no.
coordinator,
We are
Sophie.
tied.
No, you are not.
Yes, it's 3-3.
Kyle, you would fit right in with the Florida election team, all right?
Whoa.
I got
See if we have
robbed.
this guy back on again.
Got robbed.
Wow. Well, anywho, we got to leave it there. Alex, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
coming on as always. You're a great sport. Like I
Yeah.
said, go see Death of a Salesman and check out their video. We'll be back, but first.
Show of the year.
Show of the year. This is Purchase Pulse on TV. Okay, and we made it to the end of the show. Carl, you doing okay?
I'm doing great.
Me too. Jamie, you doing okay?
Doing great.
Okay, well today we're going to talk about as we end here, Jamie, what was your highlight of today?
Oh, well, I think we had some great discussion. I loved your discussion about Chris Christie and the
You thought that was
gay
good?
rights. Yeah, I mean, it's really unfortunate. I feel he's doing this as a political move, and he's going to be on the wrong side of history because there's going to be a very different attitude when he comes to run in 4 years.
That's what I'm saying. 2016 is going to be an issue. Carly,
Yep.
what'd you learn?
I had fun doing the Q&A with the little trivia
The
thing.
little trivia?
That was a lot
I
of
was
fun.
surprised you got the Phantom segment.
Why?
Well,
How?
Well, I have to say, I think you gave her the easy questions. I think it was a little.
Erroneous.
We got a little
Yeah.
broism here. We got a broism. Hello, professors. We got a little broism going on here. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I learned today. Okay, take it more serious. No, I learned that gun violence is still an issue in
Well,
America,
and,
whether
you know-
it's bad or good.
And unfortunately, we weren't able to spend enough time on it. Kind of like the Republican candidates.
Absolutely.
Just
We got to wrap with that.
glazed over it.
Yeah.
We got to wrap with that. So I think next time we should explore that segment a little more. Maybe
Absolutely.
Joe Linicon, the chief of police?
Yes.
We'll do that.
That would be a great idea.
Okay, so I think we're going to do that. But I just want to say I really hope that I thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
As we did this here. So anything else, Jamie?
No, that's all. Thanks for having me on. As usual.
Appreciate it. Carly, you made it through the show.
Alive.
I know we made it live.
enough.
Isaac, you doing okay over there? We're hitting our cue. We'll take anyone to work on this show,
Oh yeah.
apparently.
Oh yeah.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, yes. It's 11:30, and you know what that means. It's time for Purchase Late Night with Mike Cronin. We'll see you next week, but until then, stay strong and carry on.
Bye.